Hello everyone, I'm Dermot Kelleher and I'm Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Vice President of Health here at UBC. First and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge that I'm speaking to you today from the traditional, ancestral and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. I'd like to offer my deepest congratulations to all of our graduating students, from those completing our master's programs in physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech-language pathology, audiology and health administration, and to those completing one of our diverse graduate and postdoctoral research programs here at UBC. Every single one of you should be so proud of your achievements. This past year has brought many changes as we have all adapted to the new realities of the COVID-19 pandemic. And while graduation celebrations are undoubtedly different this year, what has not changed is their significance. They're just as much a time for celebration, and they're just as much a major inflection point in your lives. So now is the time to rejoice in your accomplishments, to celebrate with your peers and colleagues, and to honour the community of faculty, friends, and especially your families that have supported you on every step of this way. I also encourage you to take time for reflection on all that you have worked for and accomplished in your time at UBC, and how this has prepared you for the road ahead. On behalf of the entire Faculty of Medicine, I wish you all the best on this road, and once again, my deepest congratulations.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of UBC Faculty of Dentistry, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020. We are truly proud of your many accomplishments and the potential impact you will have on the oral health of British Columbia, Canada, and the world.
Hello, class of 2020. Today we celebrate the great effort you have put forth, the success that this has created, and the strong connections you've made along the way. You have all made sacrifices to keep our community healthy and safe, and for that we are very grateful. These are challenging times, but I have every confidence that you are ready to demonstrate responsible leadership and meet the challenge of our time with purpose, vision, and impact. Congratulations on this very special milestone, and best wishes on the road ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Blythe Frank, the Dean of the Faculty of Education. And I want to pass along my congratulations to all our 2020 graduates. I know these are uncertain and challenging times. However, you've done it. You completed your degree, and I offer my warmest and sincerest congratulations to all of you. And I wish you well in your future endeavors. Please do come back and see us in the Faculty of Education now that you become part of our alum family. We're delighted to have you in that family. And once again, I wish you all the best and offer my sincere
I'm so delighted to offer my warmest congratulations on this momentous day. I so truly wish that I could be there in person and shake your hand and congratulate you. This is a significant accomplishment, and I know I join your professors and your friends and your family in feeling enormously proud of what you've achieved. I sincerely believe that what you've learned here at UBC, the breadth and depth of knowledge and the ways of thinking and ways of working together, are more important now than ever. It has been said that these times of chaos and uncertainty are providing us with an extraordinary, once-in-a-generation opportunity to build our world back better than it was before. And I have every confidence that you're up to that task of helping to make it more sustainable, more equitable, more healthy, and more kind. I wish you all the very best as you embark on that journey, and congratulate you once more on your hard-won and well-deserved achievement.
Hello, and to each and every member of the graduating class of 2020, welcome to your graduation. You did it! Today is your day to celebrate. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I am so very proud to offer each of you our warmest congratulations on your graduation. It is truly an honor to be able to address you all, celebrate your achievements, and wish you well as you move towards your future endeavors, whatever they may be. Your graduation in 2020 is like no other class before you. Having achieved the completion of your program during a pandemic is nothing short of remarkable, and you and your loved ones should be extremely proud of your accomplishments. You embody the qualities of resilience, dedication, and perseverance. These are qualities that the world, its governments, businesses, and organizations will require in the months and years ahead. I understand that the future is more uncertain than you had expected it to be at the time of your graduation, but know that you are part of an outstanding group of graduates, and that the skills and knowledge you take with you from your time here at UBC are very much in need. We look forward to hearing about all of the outstanding contributions that you will make along your professional and personal journeys. Whatever you choose to do next, I am confident that your UBC education will serve you well and allow you to achieve whatever you set your mind to. Well done, class of 2020, and once again, congratulations.
On this momentous occasion, I want to add my congratulations to UBC's 2020 graduating class. During these most challenging times, it is more important than ever to acknowledge and celebrate your success. I hope you cherish this moment with those who are near and dear to you. And even though the future looks daunting, remember, you are smart enough, you are capable enough, and you have talents to achieve your dreams.
The first step is the hardest. It is yours to make. It is up to you to take it. To Amest.
So my heartfelt congratulations to you, the UBC Science Class of 2020. This isn't the graduation that you might have envisaged, and I wish that we were meeting today on the UBC commencement stage. But have no doubts, you are now graduates of one of the most comprehensive and challenging curricula of science available in the world today. A special thanks to your family and friends who've been by your side throughout this entire journey. And I know that their support and their patience with you have been crucial to your success during this unusual time. So be kind to yourself, to those around you, and to your community. Continue to approach the world with compassion, with honesty, and with integrity. Now more than ever, we need creative and innovative thinkers such as yourselves, leaders who can approach decision-making based on evidence and on reason. Looking ahead, I know we'll have the opportunity to connect in person at talks, at events, and at celebrations. So in the meantime, stay in touch. Reach out to fellow students, to the professors, and to your fellow Thunderbirds. Take advantage of all the virtual resources, the benefits, and the networking opportunities that are now available to you as UBC alums. Congratulations. UBC Science is so proud of you.
Hello, my name is John Innes. I have the honor of being the Dean of the Faculty of Forestry at the University of British Columbia. I am delighted to be here today to be able to congratulate you all on your tremendous achievement. Getting a degree in this really difficult time has been a challenge, and I am delighted that so many of you have actually managed to complete your studies in forestry and that you are getting either a master's degree, a PhD, or a Bachelor's of Science or one of the other degrees that we offer. Congratulations, it's a huge achievement. I am really proud of you and I look forward to working with you in the future. We would like you to remain in touch with us because we'll be offering all sorts of opportunities to get back together, and I would really like the opportunity to congratulate you all in person one day. I look forward to seeing you.
Hi everyone, this is your moment. After years of hard work, late nights, and exams, here you are. You are graduating. And you are graduating under circumstances our school and faculty have never experienced before. And while the pandemic prevents me, sadly, from shaking your hand, I hope I can convey to you my deepest congratulations, because this is truly an incredible achievement. The steps across any graduation stage, whether physical or online, are joyous. Receiving your degree, though, can bring nervousness because the first steps across the stage is, in a sense, the first step into your new career. I understand how important the first few steps of a career are, especially now. But while these global circumstances bring tremendous uncertainty, I know that you have navigated challenge before. I know that you are resilient and you will persevere. I also know you will learn from this experience and will gain valuable insight and maybe even a unique perspective that will serve you in the years to come. After all, the world needs your expertise right now. We need your creativity, your innovative ability, and we need your professional integrity. But enough about what the world needs. This is your moment, and I hope you will savor your tremendous accomplishment that is graduation. The stage is yours.
Congratulations to our graduates. Pursue things that are exciting and of interest to you. New opportunities await you. As graduates, you've accomplished much. You've finished a rigorous academic program. You've supported each other during challenging and unique times. Please stay connected to your classmates, your family, friends, and your new alumni colleagues. All the best. Congratulations again. Take care and stay in touch. LFS will always be your home. Cheers.
I want to offer you my warmest congratulations on your graduation from the Allard School of Law at the University of British Columbia. You should be very proud of everything that you have accomplished. Each of you in your own way will contribute to maintaining the rule of law and to the pursuit of justice. Please take some time to celebrate with those who have helped you along the way, especially over the past months when we have faced such unprecedented challenges. I wish you every success as you embark on your next great adventure.
My name is Michael Coftry, and it's my privilege to serve as Dean of the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. I am delighted to be able to offer my warmest congratulations to all of you who are graduating today, and particularly to those from our faculty. You and your families should be immensely proud of your achievements. All of your hard work, commitment, and dedication has led you to this point today, when you are closing one door and at the same time opening others that will allow you to take the next steps in your careers. This is an exciting time in your life. Enjoy it. Again, many congratulations and my very best wishes for the future.
Greetings. I want to give a huge shout out to our fall 2020 amazing Faculty of Arts graduates. This school year has been unlike anything we've ever known, you or I. Are you tired of hearing that yet? But you've shown incredible resilience in the face of many new challenges. Carried forward by determination and hard work, you've overcome great obstacles to achieve your goals. I've personally found it inspiring to witness all the progress you've made. Today, this ceremony is all about you. It's about your achievements in finishing your undergraduate degree, and I'm thrilled to be here with you, with your parents, and your friends in celebrating your achievement. I hope your arts degree will serve as a foundation for your career and your engagement with the world for decades to come. Thanks for choosing UBC and the Faculty of Arts. I'm proud to have been your dean, and I'm looking forward to hearing all about your journeys in the years ahead. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Nancy Hermiston, and I am the University Marshal and a professor in the School of Music's Voice and Opera divisions at the University of British Columbia. I am so thrilled you could all join us this afternoon to celebrate the class of 2020 during this special virtual celebration of our congregation ceremony. While we can't gather in person today, we'll bring you one of UBC's time-honored traditions, graduation, over the next 45 minutes. Our president will join you live from the Chan Center for the Performing Arts, and our chancellor will join you live from a remote location. We've also invited some of our virtual platform party to send us greetings in advance to share with you all. We are all excited to share in your achievements on this special day. Our ceremony will begin with an Indigenous welcome, followed by our national anthem. We'll hear greetings from local and national governing representatives. Our president will address the graduating class, and pay attention. You won't want to miss this photo op he has planned. We've invited one of our own, a UBC alumnus and local leader and changemaker, to give a keynote address to the class, and you'll hear from members of the graduating class. The Chancellor will cover the most important part, the conferral of degrees. And if you missed the photo op the first time, you'll have a second chance with the President towards the very end. Following our ceremony, please visit virtualgraduation.ubc.ca to find a graduate's procession slide. Visit the UBC bookstore and enjoy the virtual graduation reception to welcome you into the alumni UBC community. Graduates, you've worked hard to get here. And families and friends, you've worked hard to support your graduates. Please enjoy the ceremony.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. CM Nasiaya, Tia Talatan, Taswallop of Hoinama, Shui to Sans Tamukus Masquiam. Clark says Joannes, Kipolano, E. Holtimilto, Cus Helixtok, the Huinas, E. McNetten, Cushui to Sans Tamukus Masquiam. Stegwanes Joannes, Kipolano, Citizen need to swallow a helix dollar to Mukalap Shui Namet to the Tanawel. When I tennis qualawan, going to see Guachnala, some Mukalap, cause high stuff to Nutsamat to Sias as to high tep Gasiam. See you, Tom. Just want to say thank you and welcome to all of you that are here today on the traditional, ancestral, unceded lands of the Hunkaminam-speaking Musqueam people. As our ancestor did in the past when he welcomed the first peoples to arrive here by boat, I raise my hands in welcome to all of you here at this wonderful, wonderful place in our lives where we have finished and completed a section of our lives to be able to move onward. And I would like to say that it's really my pleasure to be here, an honor to be here welcoming the graduating class of 2020. I hope you go on and bring wonderful changes in your lives, in your communities, and throughout the world in these trying times that we have today. Thank you very much.
Elder Larry Grant, thank you for those words of welcome. I would like to acknowledge that UBC's Vancouver Point Grey campus is situated on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Musqueam people. I would also like to acknowledge that you are joining us today from many places, near and far, and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. Welcome. My name is Santa Ono, and I am the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. Thank you for joining us online for this very special ceremony to celebrate the Class of 2020. Wherever you're watching from, I invite you to please stand and join us in the singing of O Canada, led by our University Marshal, Nancy Hermiston, Director of the Opera and Voice Program at the UBC School of Music, and accompanied by a special ensemble made up of members of the UBC School of Music and the Okanagan Symphony Wind Ensemble. Let us pause for a moment to give thanks, spiritual and temporal, for the manifold blessings that we share in this wonderful world, this great nation, this blessed province, this splendid university, these proud students, their families and friends. We give thanks especially for this most joyous of occasions. Please be seated. We are pleased to have with us a very special guest. Her Honor, the Honorable Janet Austin, the Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia. I invite her now to address the graduating class.
Honored graduates, we all feel regret that we cannot celebrate your achievements together and in person as we might hope, but we are nonetheless united in our homes and in our hearts, and with every possible good wish for your future success, happiness, and achievement as you yourselves define these things. You will be called upon to lead our country and our society in finding new and creative ways to deal with the complex and interrelated challenges we face. It may not always be clear to you how the experience of studying at UBC will manifest in your future life and work, but I guarantee you it will, in profound and positive ways. The past few months have helped us all to better appreciate our interdependence and strengthened our understanding that all fields of knowledge are connected, that knowledge should be shared within and across disciplines and broadly throughout society. I encourage you to take this to heart and to have ambition, not just for your career, but for your whole life and your community. My final thought for you is a quote from Franklin Roosevelt that has always been meaningful to me. Far and away, the best that life has to offer is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. My hope for all of you is to find that kind of satisfaction and meaningful purpose in work and in life. Congratulations. Haichka.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your remarks and for joining us today. I'm pleased now to introduce a very proud Canadian and one of our very own UBC alumni, the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, to speak to the graduating class.
Hello everyone, bonjour à tous, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Today we celebrate all that you've accomplished and all that you'll do in the next chapter of your life. I know you're probably a bit disappointed that you're not at the Chan Centre, but it's important that we mark this occasion from wherever we are. You've worked hard to get to graduation, and you should be proud of that. Whether you were studying in the Scarf Building like I did, or putting in late nights at the Woodward Library, you've earned the degree you're getting, and I want you to take a moment to reflect on that. From education to law, from engineering to the arts, from business to forestry, you are the future of your field and of our country. À l'Université de la Colombie-Britannique, vous avez appris à faire preuve d'audace et de curiosité, ainsi qu'à prendre des initiatives pour développer votre plein potentiel. Ces valeurs vous serviront bien après l'université, car elles sont celles qui définissent les Canadiens, des personnes qui sont là les uns pour les autres, ainsi que des citoyens du monde. Et on a besoin de ces qualités aujourd'hui plus que jamais. I know this is an uncertain time, but you were made for this moment. After all, the UBC motto is Tuum est, which means it is yours. It is yours to decide what tomorrow will become, and it's up to you to help make the world a better place. No matter what you do, you will define our country's path forward. And your fellow UBC alumni, including myself, can't wait to see what you'll do next. Encore une fois, félicitations aux finissants de 2020. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for your remarks and for joining us today. I'm pleased now to introduce the Honourable John Horgan, Premier of the British Columbia Province, to share some words with our graduates.
Hello everybody, Premier John Horgan here. Congratulations to the UBC Fall Class of 2020. You have the extraordinary distinction of completing your degree during an unprecedented time in BC history. While it is disappointing for you to miss your in-person graduation ceremony, your hard work and perseverance are worthy of celebration. I hope you're proud of what you've been able to achieve, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you as you enter a new stage in your lives. While the world may seem small right now due to COVID-19, it will not be small forever. An extraordinary world awaits you and opportunities you've not even contemplated, ready to be explored as you start this next chapter in your extraordinary lives. Congratulations and best of luck to all of the grads of 2020.
Thank you, Premier Horgan. Chancellor Point, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors, the Senate, faculty, staff, alumni, and most especially you, the graduates, and your families and friends, and everyone joining us online, welcome to the University of British Columbia's Fall Graduation Ceremony. What an honor it is for me to be with you today, if virtually, to celebrate UBC's newest graduates, the Class of 2020. Quel honneur pour moi d'être avec vous aujourd'hui, si virtuellement, pour célébrer les nouveaux diplômes de l'UBC, la promotion de 2020. Thinking of our graduating students and their proud families always fills me with pride. This is also a special time for our faculty members as their students successfully complete their years of study. It is a time of joy, a time of celebration, and a time to come together as a community, whether in person or online. Pensez à nos étudiants diplômes et à leur fière famille me remplit toujours de fierté. C'est également un moment privilégié pour nos membres du corps professoral, car leurs étudiants terminent avec succès leurs années d'études. C'est une période de joie, une période de célébration, et un temps pour se réunir en tant que communauté, que ce soit en personne ou en ligne. Today is a milestone in your life. You've worked hard to get to this point of graduation from the University of British Columbia. There have been moments of joy during your journey to this milestone and moments of challenge. And that is particularly true for all of you as you graduate during this unprecedented pandemic. As you graduate, I ask you to keep close to your heart our university's motto, Tuum Est. On the one hand, it means that the degree that you have earned today is yours, and it is yours, and you've earned it. And your association with the University of British Columbia will always be yours. But I ask you to remember the other interpretation of our motto. That is, it's up to you. You see, your education and the degree that you possess confers upon you a privilege that, alas, most will never have. The privilege of an advanced education and a key that will grant you access to jobs and to spheres of influence within our society that are not, alas, open to all. And with this privilege comes a choice, a very personal one. You can focus on personal success and all that it will bring your way, or you can choose to dedicate your life using your privilege to serve others. Simply put, you can dedicate your life to humanity. Now, strictly speaking, neither path is right or wrong. Focusing on oneself is not a crime. But I ask you to take this moment, this special moment, and consider dedicating your life to humanity, to a purpose greater and longer lasting than one's own life. To explain why I ask this of you, I ask you to imagine a world where everyone is driven by self-interest. It would be a world that is deeply polarized and where every sense of community that we cherish would slip away in front of our own eyes. It would be a world where we could not be confident that our children would be safe without us. It would be a world where difference would not be celebrated, where self-interest would lead to a smaller and smaller world. You see, a world defined by insular views and distrust is what would result. It would be a world where we would be incapable of coming together to solve the great challenges that we face: food and water insecurity, social injustice, and climate change. Our focus on ourselves, or those that are like us or look like us, or on parochial interests, would ensure that as a civilization we would succumb to the very threats that together we might otherwise solve. That only together we have any hope of solving. Now would be the appropriate time for you to reflect upon what sort of human being and citizen you wish to be moving forward. I ask you to look deep inside and to think about what defines your own character, the very fabric of who you are and who you will be. Votre personnage contribuera à façonner la société. Votre caractère contribuera à préserver les libertés mêmes dont nous jouissons en tant que citoyens. Votre caractère, encore plus important que votre intellect aiderait à définir le cours de l'humanité. Your decision isn't just about you. Your character will help shape society. Your character will help preserve the very liberties that we enjoy as citizens. Your character, even more important than your intellect, will help set the course of humanity. Tuamest, it's up to you. Congratulations. Now, if we were gathered together in person, I would have had the opportunity to congratulate you on this stage, and we would have taken a photo together. Now, that's important, for me at least, and I want to be sure that we still have that opportunity. Now's our chance. If you have your camera ready or your smartphones ready, the photo op is coming. In a moment, I'll leave just a little bit of space next to me, just like we would be standing together on stage. And that's our chance for you to take a selfie of us together, and please tag me on @UBCPres. For your loved ones you're watching with, to snap a photo of us together if that's easier. And don't worry, I'll give you a little bit of time. Here we go. We can try again. I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to take that photo together. I'm pleased now to introduce you to one of our own, a UBC alumnus who, in just a short time since graduating, has made an incredible difference. A UBC graduate from the class of 2016, Cicely Bell Blaine is a writer, activist, and diversity and inclusion consultant. Passionate about their local community and making meaningful change in the lives of marginalized people, Cicely has been named one of Vancouver's 50 most influential people by Vancouver Magazine for their work in co-founding of Black Lives Matter Vancouver, Canada's second Black Lives Matter chapter, and is a winner of the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives Youth Leadership Award in Social Movement Building for their commitment to Black liberation and LGBTQ activism. Cicely was listed as a CBC 150 Black woman making change in Canada, and in 2019 became one of BC Business's 30 under 30 business leaders, as well as a finalist for the Canadian LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce Young Entrepreneurship of the Year Award winner. Class of 2020, allow me to introduce you to an activist, a leader, author, entrepreneur, and your keynote graduation speaker, Cicely Bell Blaine. Cicely?
To the 2020 graduating class of the University of British Columbia, congratulations. Today marks the end of a really important chapter in your life and the beginning of so many more intellectual, personal, and professional journeys that lie ahead of you. Some of you are gaining your very first degree, others your second, third, or fourth. These are remarkable achievements. Some of you are the first in your family to go to university. Others are carrying on a tradition that spans many generations. Some of you will stop here and apply your newfound knowledge into other pursuits. Some of you will stay on, diving deeper, carving out new paths, and making new discoveries in academia. UBC is a diverse place. Undoubtedly, you have met and made friends with people from all over Canada and the world, people whose experiences are different from your own, but in coming together, celebrating difference, and truly respecting and admiring the uniqueness of each classmate, professor, and member of staff that you've encountered, you have, unknowingly perhaps, prepared yourself for the unity required in crisis. Despite all the things that make you different, the diversity of your experiences, your histories, and your futures, your present is tied together by something remarkable. Yes, you will leave UBC with a degree, or several, some new friends, and hopefully less acne than when you started, but you will leave with something even, dare I say, more important than your academic accomplishments. You will leave with resilience. Across class, gender, race, orientation, ability, age, and culture, you are unified by a collective crisis. More saliently, the strength, compassion, and tenacity that it takes to live through and overcome that crisis. This year we were forced apart, but more than anything, we actually came together. We saw each other's humanity, and we saw how humanity is put into peril by injustice, and we collectively rose up. We stepped in to help a neighbor, we made donations, we took to the streets to attend socially distanced protests in response to racism. UBC continued to be a leader during this time. UBC scientists are part of groundbreaking COVID-19 research. Midwifery students ensure BC doctors have PPE. Engineering students develop ventilators. UBC activists continue to push for change. Art students volunteer their time to help others write papers. And student volunteers from all disciplines hand out food hampers for those in need. You are graduating from an institution that develops compassionate leaders. You are a compassionate leader. Be proud of that. You will face challenges and hardships and rejection in life, but you may be more prepared than any generation before you for those challenges. To finish the final year of your degree in a global pandemic is not only unprecedented, but also miraculous. Whether you have been studying at the same time as homeschooling your children or taking exams while experiencing anxiety and depression brought on by the uncertainty of our futures. Whether you have completed midterms while grieving those who have been lost to COVID-19, or you have been writing papers in a tiny studio apartment miles away from your family and loved ones. Your resilience, individually and collectively, has ensured that you made it to the finish line. It is tempting to underplay how hard this year has been, to put on a smile and keep going, but this has not been easy. I hope you can now breathe a sigh of relief, make a meal at home, of course, and take care of yourself. A university degree is a privilege, and with that privilege comes responsibility that you are now more equipped than ever to take on. You are on the precipice of the rest of your lives, the next chapter in a great novel, and you get to write what happens next. And I hope you choose to continue the path laid out by 2020. I hope you choose to make the new normal one that centers compassion, care, and justice. I am a proud graduate of the University of British Columbia. Both the triumphs and hardships of my UBC experience have contributed to my life in profound ways. I came to Vancouver from a place where it was hard to imagine oneself achieving great things, or even traveling as far as Vancouver. Many people in my hometown have not had the opportunities that I have, and I don't take that lightly. I dedicate my life to uplifting and fighting for those who face systemic barriers. My time at UBC not only equipped me with the skills and tangible knowledge to do this, but it also gave me the confidence to see myself as a leader. I arrived shy, jet-lagged, and full of self-doubt, and I grew into a person who knows their worth. I hope you find this too, and I hope you find the same drive and passion for the causes close to your heart. I hope you use the tools and experiences you gained at UBC to do your part, no matter how small, in making the world a better place. In fact, I know you will. Something intangible shifted this year. In collective crisis, we realized how similar we actually all are. How much we prefer the cinema to Netflix, how much better food tastes in a restaurant, and how much we all love Dr. Bonnie Henry's shoes. But most importantly, and ultimately, we have discovered how much we each value friendship, family, and freedom. Those are three things that I hope you have found at UBC and continue to find and share with others for the rest of your lives. So again, to the 2020 graduating class of the University of British Columbia, congratulations.
Thank you, Cicely. we are so proud that you are a member of our alumni community. The tradition of the graduating class gift to the university began in 1926. Since then, each graduating class has chosen a gift to enhance the campus. I now invite two members of the graduating class to announce this year's gift to the university and to share some words with you. Join me in welcoming Christine Pang, graduating today with a Bachelor of Kinesiology degree, and Marcus Prasad, graduating today with a Master of Arts degree, to speak to fellow members of their class of 2020.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, deans, directors, distinguished members of the faculty, honored guests, families, and friends, and of course, fellow graduates. My name is Christine, and I will be graduating with a Bachelor's of Kinesiology. Now, I'm not here to tell you about the roller coaster of a ride my undergraduate experience was, but if you want to hear about it, let's chat after. I also won't be the most inspiring speaker you listen to today. I trip going up the stairs in the nest, and I give myself internal pep talks before speaking up in class. I'm very much your average student. That being said, I didn't expect to have the honor to speak to you today, but expectations are an interesting thing. For example, I'm sure we all had expectations of what our UBC experience would look like. Those expectations then shaped our behaviors and our choices, like the courses we took or whether or not we went out with friends the day before a midterm and ended up having to frantically study on the 99. My point is, expectations are powerful. They kept me driven and motivated. Or it could have been the absurd amount of yerba mate I was drinking, I don't know. But they were also my biggest source of distress. I would set my standards according to others' achievements, so I expected myself to match or even be better at the things that I saw were impressive in others. Now, by second year, I was juggling 3 jobs alongside a full course load with work and learning experiences that I should have been proud of, and yet I still didn't feel like I was enough. Now, if you remember anything from my remarks, other than how flashy my braces are, it is to not let other success define your path. You will only be content when you start doing things to fulfill yourself rather than your resume. For me, it meant quitting 2 jobs to become a research assistant and do a directed studies project. Was that what I expected? No. But it opened up new avenues for me and brought out potential in me that I didn't even know I had. So whatever your next step is, don't compare your journey to the person next to you. Just expect greatness from within yourself, and you will exceed your own expectations. Now, it gives me great pleasure to announce this year's graduating class gifts to the university. $20,000 to commission a mural in the UBC Life Building to celebrate student experiences at UBC, including academics, celebrations, student services, and more. $20,000 to the AMS Food Bank to support their operations amidst the COVID-19 pandemic and allowing them to serve more students who are in need. And lastly, $20,000 to be given to UBC to support students with financial need during the COVID pandemic. Now, even though you're probably in your PJs right now, munching on a bag of chips, maybe even halfway across the world, I want you to smile and acknowledge how far you have come over the past couple of years. Those 2 a.m. study sessions, countless coffee runs, and awkward Zoom calls have finally paid off. Amongst the hundreds of unexpected things thrown at us, we made it. Congratulations, graduates.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, deans, directors, distinguished members of the faculty, honored guests, family, and friends, and the second graduating Zoom class of 2020. A warm hello to you all. My name is Marcus Prasad, and today I am graduating with a Master of Arts degree in Art History and Theory. It is almost at this point redundant to talk about how different things are than how I imagined them to be 2 years ago when I first started my degree. Now, more than 8 months into a global pandemic, we have all been witness to tumultuous ups and downs, each day warping our sense of time and progress, our hands tired from continuously grasping at an uncertain future. Throughout this period of tremendous collective change, I've been forced to grapple with the fact that the final strides of my degree could not be completed alongside my colleagues, friends, and professors in my favorite spaces like UBC's libraries and my department's grad lounge, like I had imagined. Instead, the myriad layers of my student life were forcibly compiled into one space, my bedroom, from which I speak to you today. A year ago, I would have scoffed at the idea of giving a graduation address from the room where I sleep. But now, having shared this intimate part of my life with many people, I realize a couple of things. First, it is incredibly difficult to stay motivated when your bed is 2 feet away at all times. But second, the seemingly small reorientation of workspace speaks to 2 larger skills I've been able to hone as a student at UBC: adaptability and resilience. Having navigated multiple jumps and transitions throughout my studies, like moving from undergrad to graduate courses, or thinking through opposing research methodologies and theories with my advisors, being able to adjust and persevere has always been an integral part of being a student. We are always challenged and confronted by new material, arguments, and information, and we are taught to synthesize and mobilize these findings with efficiency, innovation, and integrity. Whether we're aware of it or not, the underlying skill set that is crystallized throughout each of our individual degrees has equipped us for the seismic change we've been facing outside of school. To those who have been actively fighting against this uncertainty on the front lines, and to those actively struggling to avoid jumping into bed every 20 minutes while working or studying from home, I send my deepest thanks. Your resilience in every capacity has shown me that all of us have the tools to navigate the unknown with grace, care, and strength for each other, as well as for ourselves. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Despite all unexpected odds, we've made it.
Thank you, Christine and Marcus. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce you to UBC's new Chancellor, the Honorable Stephen Point. Chancellor Point was installed as UBC's 19th Chancellor just earlier today in a special virtual ceremony. Chancellor Point is no stranger to UBC, having graduated with a law degree and later receiving an honorary Doctor of Laws. I invite you to learn more about our new Chancellor and to watch a recording of his installation ceremony by visiting the graduation website. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Stephen Point.
Thank you, Professor Onom. And thank you to both our student speakers for their inspiring words. My name is Hulipoto. My Christian name is Stephen Point, and I am honored to be the Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. It gives me great pleasure to be celebrating with you today, even if the circumstances are a bit unusual. 1 week ago, the Senate of this university met to review the candidates for degrees who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled the conditions that the university has set for them. Degrees were officially conferred during a meeting of the convocation. For those graduates who join us online today, and for all of those who were unable to attend today's celebration, welcome to the convocation of UBC. Congratulations to each and every one of you. It was 1985 when I graduated from the Faculty of Law at UBC. The graduation hall was the Thunderbird Gymnasium. I remember how noisy the chairs were. All of you sitting here today, participating online, graduates are facing a crossroads in your life. Some of you might go on to further education. Many of you will embark upon your chosen career from your field of study. It's a time of great celebration, and I encourage you to celebrate safely. It's also a time of reflection. The universe and the world that we live in is a mysterious place. We still are uncovering great knowledge. great thinkers other than myself have determined that the energy fields around our world and our universe might contain recorded information that's similar as you might record information on a tape recorder. This amazing record contains all of the knowledge that's accumulated not only in our world, but throughout the universe. Your challenge is not only understanding the things that you've learned in university, but also to contemplate how you're going to contribute to this great library. What mark will you leave? It is a great time for you and your families. You certainly deserve all of the great comments that have been given you today. As Chancellor, it has been my great honor and privilege to join you today and have admitted you to the convocation of UBC. All of you have invested a great deal of determination, focus, and hard work to obtain your degrees. It is also my honor and privilege to welcome you as the newest members of Alumni UBC. You are now part of a global network of more than 350,000 UBC grads who live and work in 140 countries around the world. As you can imagine, their lives, experiences, and careers span every conceivable field of human endeavor. Once again, warmest congratulations to you all and very best wishes.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our Chancellor, Stephen Point, for presiding over today's ceremony. Now, before bringing this celebration and ceremony to a close, I want to be sure that we have one more opportunity to take that photo together. Earlier, we took a selfie together, and I want to be sure that we have another shot. So let's just take one more. Once more, I'll slide to the right, to the left on your screen. We'll get one more shot. Friends, this brings our celebration and ceremony to a close. I hope that you've enjoyed it just as much as I have. As the ceremony concludes, I invite you to continue the celebration by doing three things. Graduates, please watch the screen in the minutes that immediately follow this ceremony. The names of the members of the graduating class will scroll on your screen by faculty and last name. You'll see your name very soon. From there, visit virtualgraduation.ubc.ca to search your personalized commemorative video clip and share it proudly using the tag #UBCGrad. You can also read the digital guest book your family and friends have written tributes in, download the graduation program that lists your name, visit the UBC bookstore for a new degree frame, and watch a recording of this ceremony anytime you want. In a few minutes' time, our virtual reception will begin. Don't miss this opportunity to start the next chapter of your life with Alumni UBC as one of our newest graduates. Thank you for joining us today, the more than 2,500 of you. I know you will join me in congratulating once again the 2020 graduates of the University of British Columbia.
you.